Hello. Is this thing on? Hello. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Verge, One Love, Azteca. How come my chat's not working? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Yesterday podcast. I am Audible 484. Today is August 30th, 2020, and I am finally at my new house. I feel like I'm finally able to take a bit of a deep breath and calm a little bit, but we still got a lot of work to do. But either way, I appreciate you guys for being here. Welcome to Yesterday. Hope you guys are doing good. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you guys are watching on YouTube. If you guys are on Spotify or Apple Music, give us 5 stars, all that good stuff. And yeah, enjoy the show, I guess. Hi, everyone. This is a totally just like last minute. I guess last minute is the right word. Just throwing together fucking podcast. We have a lot of work to do still. We got to get a couch. We got to get our mattress is yet to be here. We kind of missed it because we're like getting used to how to get shit delivered here still. But yeah, man, it feels good. I wasn't expecting to do the podcast tonight. I was kind of thinking about it, but I barely got a chance to like breathe today. So I was not expecting to do it, but like 5 minutes ago, I'm like, whatever, let me just throw it up and see what happens. How's everybody doing? How's your guys' Sundays? I see everybody in chat. Hold on, let me fix this coloring. That's really messing with my brain. All right. What's up, everybody in chat? Verge, yo. One Love says, what's up, mofos? What's up, man? What's up, Aztec again? What's up, Straight Faded? Verge, Geo, you're sad because you're stuck in Fortnite. Yep, I knew it. Yep. Verge Geo says he's sad because Fortnite isn't on Apple devices anymore, and he is stuck in Season 3. Well, that sucks, man. Get yourself an Xbox if you can. That's all I can really say. I think it's been a long time before Fortnite's back on Apple devices, but good luck, man. What's up, One Love? I already said that. What's up, Frederick, Squidward, Amanda, Javier, and Giovanni? What's up, guys? Yeah, man, it was a struggle. I mean, I wouldn't say, maybe not a struggle. That's kind of a bitchy way to say it, but it was definitely a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be moving. But I think this is one of the first times I ever moved without a U-Haul. We just used my dad's truck and did like 3 trips, and it worked. But it's really good vibes in the house, and I really love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful just thing in general. I'm tired as fuck. I had to go to work today. What's up, Pink? I had to go to work today, and my back was so fucking tight. Like on the top. Like I felt like I remember my grandma. My grandma was always working really hard, and I remember every time like I'd give her a hug or something, I'd feel her back, and I'm like, damn, she got a strong ass back, Mexican back, Mexican old lady back, and and when I felt my back today, I was like, oh, I'm about to start getting that Mexican old lady back. You know what I'm saying? If I keep moving, I could just feel it. That's all I kept thinking is, damn, I'm about to have my own grandma's back. Well, I appreciate that, Pink. Thank you. I'm drinking on an organic chocolate stout. What? What is that? I'm trying to get a burrito from Chipotle right now. Hey, we're going to start going to Chipotle a lot more because there's one down the street from where we live now. That's another thing. I always forget about that aspect of moving. All your little spots got to change. They don't got to change, but for the most part, they change. Like now we're going to be going to either Stater Brothers or Walmart for groceries rather than Food for Less. That changes everything. By the way, this is my wife back here. I'm laying on my daughter's bed because our bed hasn't gotten in here in the mail yet. I did a video, babe, one time where I talked about, I think we did acid at the park or some shit. Or no, my salvia trip video or something. And you're in the back the whole time. And I still get comments to this day of people saying, it was so weird when I saw somebody move in the bed. He didn't even acknowledge that there was somebody there. I wonder who that was. So I just acknowledged you, just so you know. I know. You did.
This is temporary until I have a couch to sit on.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm crashing your party.
It's funny because we were like debating like what I was going to do because this is just a 3-bedroom. We didn't have a garage like the old house. So we were debating, like figuring out where I was going to put my studio shit. And it ended up being that we decided on just putting it here in the room and just getting like a nice couch area for her when I'm in here doing my shit. But we don't have the couch yet. We don't have the mattress yet. We're living like poor people, but it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. It's such good vibes in the house. It came in at such a good time. I don't know. It's just all good and legitimately a blessing. I know I keep saying it and feeling weird about it, but that's literally that's just how good it is. And yeah, it's awesome. I'm thirsty as food. They took our food for less too out here in Vegas. Grocery prices went up. Damn. See, food for less is not even that cheap. Like if you want cheap groceries where I live, you got to go to Winco. Winco, probably, maybe even Walmart might have cheaper groceries. I don't know. What do you think, babe?
I don't do a lot of grocery shopping.
See, a lot of dumbass motherfuckers, a lot of dumbass people might say go to Costco. And I think that, maybe they're not dumbasses though. Maybe it's just people with lots of kids. Huh? What? Maybe it's just people with kids and like maybe that's the right thing to do. Maybe I've been living maybe I'm the dumbass. I don't know. Yes, they are dumbasses. I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're I feel like if you're the dumbass, you would think the people who aren't the dumbasses are the dumbasses. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm really like starting to get kind of faded. I'm super fucking tired. Every little muscle in my body hurts. My glutes hurt. My damn upper thighs hurt. Everything hurts. And yeah. No, seriously. Costco might be good, better like if you like budget correctly and you buy obviously in bulk. Actually, when it really comes down to it, that's probably the better thing to do. Who knows? What's up?
Nothing.
I am going to give you guys a house tour soon. I am going to, get the setting and the background is going to be a lot more inviting. It's we got some upgrades to do still. But either way, man, I didn't want to stay on too long. I'm still going to be on for a little bit longer. But yeah, it feels good to finally be here, to have the internet set up. The only thing that sucks is, I don't know if you can see, I got this damn Ethernet cord going from my living room to my computer, and that's the only way I can have internet right now. So that's annoying. I got to figure that out. So I called the Charter Spectrum people, And basically, they told me that during COVID, they're not doing services where they change the line from one place to another, that it's not essential.
Stop it.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I was kind of upset, but then I was like, kind of like, okay, I guess. Stop. Go. Didn't you just tell them to stop? They just don't listen. Badass kids. Anyways, yeah. So they told me they couldn't come, but then so that kind of humbled me. It was like, oh shit, like okay, that's okay. It is what it is. If I gotta make a sacrifice, I guess I'll just have to buy a 125-foot Ethernet cable and just like really like go gadget my fucking Ethernet cord around these door pathways and all this other shit. Actually, yeah. It is what it is. I'll have to figure it out. Isn't it supposed to be because you got kids in school? What do you mean? What are my thoughts on COVID? Oh man, I don't know, dude. I think it's a serious issue that got politicized and became a bullshit issue. Yeah, it's hard to say exactly. Like, you know, it's such a complicated subject, but yeah, I think it's kind of already run its course, and I honestly feel like when the election is over, COVID is going to be over, like almost completely. But I guess we'll see. Oh, it's supposed to be essential. Well, I still have internet, and my internet's working. But basically, like I didn't explain right. Like I want the router and my modem to be in this room so I can hook up my PC directly to the router. Because you know when you have an Ethernet cable and you stream, like you know it's a big difference rather than using Wi-Fi. So I could use Wi-Fi, you know, but it's not as stable and it's honestly really shit, especially if you're trying to stream and game at the same time. But so in order for them to activate the cable line that's in my room so I can have the router in here, it would be a service that they're not doing right now. So I kind of understand it, but yeah. Oof. Yeah, man. I don't even know what else to say, dude. I don't really like. I didn't have like any talking point or anything that I was planning to say except I'm happy. I'm honestly kind of like so tired and worn out that I don't even know. Like normally I can just kind of like spill my guts, but I don't know. Let's see. Like, how do I feel? I mean, on the way, you know, moving was definitely intense. It brought up a lot of emotions and shit. I talked about them in that video when I was driving. I was the last person to see the house. I had to go back a couple times after we were all done, and I walked through the house just to double check we didn't forget anything. And it was kind of like a trip to just look at the empty house and like take us. The most like intense part was like leaving the garage. Like when I first walked in, like and left the garage, I was like, damn, I did a lot in this garage. We did a lot of podcasts. I did a lot of music. I did a lot of things in there, and there was just like such a good, crazy little area I had, and yeah, that was kind of like, oh, this is the last time I'll see this garage. The whole and just moving in general, especially when you're in a process of like trying to self-improve or whatever the fuck I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of just everything is a fucking scene in a movie sometimes, and it's like that's one thing about this whole last few days has been like it's kind of like me trying to not give into that feeling of wanting to make my life a movie, if that makes sense, or looking at my life like a movie. Quit exaggerating every moment and being dramatic, I guess. And that was kind of like something I definitely learned in the last couple of days is like, holy shit, like kind of just humbled myself a little bit. Like I'm really not the star of a fucking action film. And I don't know why the fuck I think that everything I say or every action I make or everything that happens to me is like this huge situation that only happens to me. It's like, no, I'm just one of billions of people who go through the exact same thing. And that's kind of one thing that I've learned in this move is I need to quit over dramatizing things. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, whatever. And just kind of like try to level out and be like a bit more mature and, you know, just not just allow myself to bitch and complain and not even really hear myself in what I'm saying. If that makes, I don't know. Yeah. Because my life is pretty good. And that's one thing I learned. Straight Faded ENT says, I be streaming on Fortnite or actually saving the games and uploading it to YouTube, but it don't record my voice. Would you happen to know why or how I can fix that? Yeah, looking at Streamlabs or OBS. Just like Google like how to I don't know how to record. Like you gotta use a program to record your voice and your gameplay and all that together. Just look up like on YouTube how to record a gameplay with OBS and you'll find something. Pink says, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. God is good, and just blaze and let it just be." Damn, that's kind of a dope ass comment. Don't worry, everything is gonna be okay. God is good, and just blaze and let it just be. So that's kind of you basically just said, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay." That's a Bob Marley quote. God is good. That's a Jesus Christ quote. Just blaze. That's a Just Blaze quote. A lot of 90s rappers had that in their tracks, and it's just something I live by. You know what I'm saying? And you said, let it just be, which is low key, kind of like a Beatles quote. I don't know if you did that on purpose. I doubt you did, but that was a fire comment. Do you meditate? Kind of low key. I'll have moments where I'll just sit there and close my eyes and concentrate on my breathing. So yeah, but I don't like set up time or space to do it, which I should. But yeah, actually, I got almost halfway through with this book called Breath by James Nestor today. And holy shit, guys, it was such a, like it's such a mind fuck. The whole book talks about breathing and basically the art of breathing and how breathing is so underappreciated and not taken seriously when it comes to your health and how unhealthy it truly is to breathe through your mouth and how much more beneficial it is to breathe through your nose and why. And they just talked about how like the reason that modern day humans, you have crooked teeth is because of how we breathe and how we eat and how we've evolved over the years and just so much different information. It was so interesting. I can't wait to finish it. But if anything I've learned from this fucking book, it's to breathe through your nose and not your mouth. If you breathe in through your mouth, like there's a lot of cultures and like tribal groups and shit like that describe mouth breathing as extremely bad for you and like evil and how it causes disease and things like that. And it's totally overlooked when people talk or try to raise kids or try to teach them manners or just healthy, habits or whatever. But I'll talk to you guys when I know more. I don't really know that much as of now about it, but yeah, it's super interesting to hear. Like this guy who wrote the book, he had extremely bad sleep apnea, not extremely bad, but really bad snoring problems. And he started sleeping with like a little sliver of tape over his mouth so his mouth wouldn't open and he would only breathe through his nose at night. And it completely took away his snoring and completely took away his sleep apnea. And it's funny because it's a trip. They did experiments where these two guys, for like, I think it was like a week or two, they plugged their noses and only breathed through their mouth. And, they just talked about how it was fucking torture. They felt like shit. They couldn't work out. They couldn't do anything. And it just goes into the science of why all that is. And yeah, it's called Breath by James Nestor. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Also, on top of that, we are pushing the mind control episode of the Jim Carrey book, Memoirs of Misinformation, till next week because I just got so caught up with moving. But we're gonna probably do a live stream this Tuesday night, and just me and Corey talking and hanging out and chilling. So, and maybe talking about some stuff. So stick around for that. Did I just tell them to be quiet? Hey! Get off. It's alright, whatever. So yeah, man, I don't know. I don't even know what else to talk about. Definitely recommend that book. And yeah, things are good. I'm glad to be here. I'm just exhausted mentally, physically. I don't even have the capacity to do a podcast today. I'm surprised I even got on, but I'm happy I did. It feels good. It's definitely a good test of the quality and everything else. It honestly seems like this internet is a lot more consistent. Not even just from this stream, but like gaming on it and stuff like that. Like I'm not like just losing connections and stuff like that. So that's good. Giovanni in chat says, have you ever astral projected or had any crazy lucid dreams? I have. I'll tell the story about the most intense lucid dream I've ever had. And then I'll take off. Because I got to go to bed. I got to get my fucking back to stop hurting. But like I said, Tuesday, me and Corey will be back and we're going to hang out and talk about some stuff. So look forward to that. And then later in the week, we're going to get back to the schedule and I'll be back, hopefully focused and bringing you guys some good content. But so my most intense lucid dream was a reoccurring dream that I had when I was younger. It was basically, it was like in this dream, I felt the most terrifying terror, the worst, most scary feeling you could possibly feel. It's almost like, when you get terrified in a movie or a roller coaster, that like fucking terrified feeling that you feel for a few seconds and then it goes away. It was like in this dream, I was feel that terrified second, but for minutes, what felt like hours even at a time. It was almost like a time loop. I'd wake up and sweat. I'd wake up sweating, crying. It was very bad. And all it was me basically almost like as if I had my eyes were closed, but I knew and I could almost like what I felt like was see through my eyelids. Almost like an out of body experience kind of, but it was like darkness, but I could also see what was around me. And in that darkness, basically I was being forced to do this extremely complicated long division problem. What's up, Dark? And I remember it just legitimately just being like a long division problem that I was being forced to do. But like, if I couldn't do it in my head and I couldn't figure it out, I would like it was like worse than dying. It was worse than my entire family dying. It was like the worst, like I said, the scaredest feeling ever. And it was like I couldn't breathe. It was like as if I wasn't even myself. It was just complete terror. Almost like what you would feel like a DMT trip might feel like if you were a child. Or maybe like a salvia trip or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I felt like now that I think about it. And it would happen a lot. And it happened like over and over throughout like a week, and to a point where I was kind of like I was scared to fall asleep. But I would say that's definitely a lucid dream because I remember being able to like look around the room I was in, but I was still in the dream. It was terrifying, dude. And it felt like it was a time loop and it was just forever. Dark says, hey, I'm taking DMT for my first time next week. I'm doing it alone. Any advice? I probably wouldn't do it alone. I mean, you should be, I guess. I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know, what you know or don't do. But I would say just, be careful. Make sure I don't really know too much about DMT. I've only done it once in a very small amount. But I'd say just, be accepting, be safe, be responsible, you know. But I don't know if doing DMT for the first time if you'd want to do that alone. That's one thing that'd be my advice. I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm sorry, guys. I know it's a short show today, but I don't have shit to say. I'm tired. I gotta knock out. I gotta chill. I gotta not I gotta smoke and just like read a book or just lay here. But yeah, man. Thank you, Pink. Stay positive and you'll be blessed. Smile even though sometimes shit gets hard. Think it's temporary. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Things are really, 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 really looking up, and being in this house is just a perfect, example of that. And we still have some work to do and things to, get done. But by the end of the week, I'll be back. Tuesday even, I'll probably, have things a lot more situated over here. And I'm excited for that. It's going to be fun. We have a lot of different ideas about what we're going to do, what we're going to talk about. It's our first live mind control, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you guys, everyone. I appreciate it. I just said that twice in a row, so just 2 different ways, but that shows you how not here I am right now. But yeah. Be happy, be yourselves, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Yesterday